We interrupt this program to bring you.
Welcome to the 31st installment of Soulful Sounds. Who am I here with?
Saucebox B.
Okay, and today we're going to be talking about her brand new song. Um, First question I have, where did the name for the song come from?
Yes, my song is called The Road, and basically the name came from kind of what the subject matter is in the song. It's like talking about, um, how you're getting to where you're going. And yeah, I thought it was fitting. I thought it made sense with the song. So that's pretty much where I got the name from.
Um, what was your process when it came to making the song?
Yeah, so it's funny because I had like a beat pack from a producer um for a while just sitting in my like Dropbox, and it like I was just going through it one day and I was like, "Oh, this beat is fire. Like I really like this one. I want to make a really good song to this beat." And then kind of like it slowly like manifested from like basically the chorus to like verse one, verse two, like just pumping out the whole song. But I feel like it was a quicker, it took less time than most of my songs, which like continue to be reiterated as I go along. But this one, because the beat was so fire, basically I got the beat from a producer, wrote a dope hook on it, and then just wrote my verses.
Okay. Question though, is this like your first song you're releasing on streaming platforms or?
Yeah, this is like my first song that I'm releasing, solo song that I'm releasing on streaming
Okay,
platforms. Yeah,
that's what's up.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna definitely be on the lookout for it. So what inspires you to create music?
Um, I feel like this is such a basic answer, but expression, um, being able to get how I feel inside out, um, and just like it's almost like therapeutic in a way, like it helps with like however I'm feeling, whatever I'm thinking, to be able to get it out in a more artistic way than just necessarily saying it or like writing it. Music, I think, is one of the best ways um, to create that expression, and share it with other people. So.
I agree. I agree. Um, who is a artist or producer you want to work with in the future?
Mm, that's a great question. Well, I know a couple of artists in Seattle that I've already been kind of, you know, what's the word?
Working with?
Yeah, not even working with, but like networking and engaging with that hopefully in the near future I'll be able to collab with. I need to put stuff out, but like there's some local artists that I'd love to collab with. I would love to do something with Willow one day. That would be dope. I feel like she has a really unique, dope sound. Um, she's dope. Also, there's a couple of different producers I've been really fucking with, especially on the West Coast, who really have um sorry, have like amazing beats, and their production is just great. I'm like forgetting off the top of my head. But yeah, Willow would be amazing. Some local artists that I know. Um, yeah.
Okay, for sure. Are there any like certain specific producers out there that you like? Yeah, these are people I really want to like would love to get something produced by them.
Mm, um, Not off the top of my head, like in particular, but you know, yeah, we can circle back on that one.
Yeah, that's cool. What's an album or song that you have on rotation?
mm, right now, I've actually been listening to Cole's latest drop, Might Delete Later, which
Okay.
is really dope. I think it was phenomenal. It was a really good album. I think all the debacle with the diss really took away from like how good the album really was. And it's unfortunate because people are sleeping low key, but I think enough people understand the greatness, and it's really hitting. 3001 is probably one of my favorites, and HYB.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard some of the songs off the album.
Yeah.
It was kind of I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed in the 7 minute drill. I was like,
Yeah, 7 minute show. Yeah, it took literally 7 minutes probably for him to write that, honestly.
yeah,
Like he could have done better for sure, but to walk it back is the crazy part.
yeah,
Me and my homies have been talking about this, like how are you gonna be like all the stuff that he's been putting out, especially ever since the off season. He's talking about, like he's the best, can't nobody, step to him, and then someone does, and then you go back down. Like, how does that work, bro?
yeah. That's very weird. I thought that was very cowardly because um I it was an artist you probably heard him really dope artist Mick Jenkins.
Mm,
Um, he got on Twitter and said like you can't claim to be the best, like you in the top three or whatever, and then you have someone in your when it comes to rapping, you have someone that can actually challenge your pen game, and
yes.
then you get on stage and be like, oh, I don't, that's not
You
me.
bow out. You bow out.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's crazy. And then he deleted the whole song. Like the whole song is just gone. You gotta like search it up, and someone else got it put up.
yeah,
I'm like, bruh.
yeah, and then to turn around and get on Metro Boomin and Future's second album, we still don't trust you, and then get on a song
Yeah.
is crazy.
Nah, for real. Wait, who? Cole?
Yeah,
What you mean?
like the album that Kendrick was on with Metro and Future,
Yeah.
we don't trust you.
Yeah.
They dropped a second part to it called "We
We
Still
still
Don't."
don't trust you? Where
Yeah,
was this?
this was like I think they dropped it this week.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't know there was a second part to
Yeah,
it.
there is a second
Oh
part.
no! Oh, that's what everyone's talking about. The where like they're like 20 versus one.
Yeah, huh?
Oh my gosh!
Yes. The
So you're
to-
saying Cole was on the second part of the album?
he's on. There's a song on there called "Red Leather." He's on that song.
I'm dead. No, I didn't notice.
Yeah,
Okay, now I feel like I'm behind. I gotta get caught up.
yeah.
That's crazy.
and I think Rick Ross dropped a diss,
Right. I heard
and
about
not even
that.
gonna cap. I can't I'm not gonna sit here and not talk about it. If you go, there's an artist, a producer I fuck with. His name is Shoo Shoo.
Okay.
Um, I'm not sitting here saying that Rick Ross stole his beat, but I mean, if you go, it sound like he stole my man's beat.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
cause like it sounds exactly like his beat. It just sounds pitched up. You
Mm,
know.
mm-hmm. Oh, no, that would be foul, though. For real?
Yeah,
Wow.
like I
Nah, he better get his coins if that's true. Like, Rick Rose, run me my money.
yeah, like I was blown away. I was like, no, this sounds too uh familiar
Yeah.
of his beat. So it's like, now you could probably did steal it. I mean, like I said, it sounds very, very similar, real
Wow.
similar.
That's insane.
Um, but yep, Rick Ross dropped the diss
Right.
and all this other stuff, and
I know. Drake can't nah, they not letting up on him. Apparently everyone got beef out the woodworks now. Like
yeah,
it's so funny.
yeah, it is real crazy. Um, what's a verse you can recite without hearing the song?
Mm, first. I never fuck Wayne, I never fuck Drake. On my life, man, fuck's sake. If I did, I'm a Naj with a leather, even ass like a cupcake. My man full, he just ate. I don't duck nobody but tape. Yeah, that was a setup for a punchline on duct tape. Worry about my buffet. Worry about y'all niggas us straight. These is my John K. Plus say when I walk in, sit up straight. I don't give a fuck if I was late. Then, then one man on the G5 is my idea of an update. Hut hut one, hut hut two. Big titties, big butt two. Fuck with them real niggas who don't tell niggas what they up to. How to show bitches what the top is. Ring figure where the rock is. These hoes can attest me even if their name was Pop Quiz.
Okay then. Okay then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. This is not one of the questions on the list. What is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
That's what's up. I've interviewed a few Pisces. Y'all are cool people.
We're dope. We're hella dope. Oh yeah. So back to the nigga who has so much to say about Nicki. Just to say what's good.
What? I ain't even say nothing. What I said?
No,
Oh, what? Oh no. What happened? Yeah, was making music something you always wanted to do?
yeah, basically, like I've been singing in like choir and stuff since I was really young, all throughout school. And I would like make little songs and like raps with my friends at like recess, and we like make dances and stuff and like just like practice them and then like perform them for the class. Like so like we all like I always wanted to, like this was like younger me, and then as you grow you like grow out of shit like that. But I always like loved music, and then like in trying to find myself again and trying to like figure out like what it is that I do want. I'm like, yeah, like I've always wanted to pursue music, so why not?
I agree. I fuck with that.
Hmm.
Um, who is a artist that inspires you to create music?
Hmm. Um. Erica Badu is one of my inspirations.
Okay.
She's amazing. Um, I think I really like resonate with just like her whole vibe and like like soul music in general is just amazing to like learn and glean from. So Erica would be a big one. In terms of like contemporary, more so I like SZA a lot. She's really dope. I think she's killing the game. I also fuck with like I try to be heavy on my women, my rotation of women rappers, just because I think we're so oversaturated with men, and of course the girls are killing it now. But Doja's killing it. Um, let's see, what else? Dochi's killing it. Tierra Whack is killing it. So yeah, so like yeah, all these people who are like dope female MCs, I'm like, yeah, y'all doing it right.
Have you heard Tiara's new album?
I've been giving it a listen, slowly making my way through it. What'd you think?
I thought it was great. That was really incredible.
Mm,
Um,
I agree.
excuse me. Uh, okay. What is a hot take about the genre of music that you make?
Well, I would say so. I make rap music, I guess, but I would say like I sing too, and I'm gonna get more into like my singing. So you could say like R&B slash um rap. A hot take, I think that I have or that other people have
No, a hot take that you have about the genre.
about okay rap music. Hot take about rap. I think well. My hot take is that we need to stop glorifying the things that we do in the music, because that's not what makes hip hop hip hop. What makes hip hop is, you know, like the actual things that the people who created it did it for, like expression, the ability to go back and forth, um, rhythm and poetry,
Yeah.
basically, right? So it's like all of the stuff that has accumulated to make people think that oh, drugs, guns, you know, um, sex, and partying, is like the epitome of hip hop is not true. You know what I'm saying? These are just layers that we've placed upon over the decades, and it's like now it's seeming as though that's the only thing that hip hop is. That's what the culture is, when the culture could be so much more and is so much more if we like just didn't keep glorifying the same things that's actually fucking up our communities.
Yeah. I agree because there's a lot of how can I put this? There are a lot of artists that I feel like could say more in their music, um, but don't.
Mm,
Um, and then there are artists that I feel like they say a lot in their music, but they don't mean what they say.
mm, mm.
Um, uh, there's a lot of artists that they talk about a lot of things like money and sex and violence towards other people,
Right,
and it's like it's you can talk about certain things, but it's how you tell it,
right,
you know
right.
because
Mm-hmm.
you could talk about violence in the community,
Sure.
but it's how you picture it. Like if you talk about causing violence against your own, like other people, that's crazy. But
Mm.
talking about violence and how it's violence against each other and how it's destroying us, that's a different
Right.
thing.
Right, exactly. No, absolutely. Like that's why I'm like glorifying it is different. If you're experiencing it and you're telling your story to try to get people to understand or see, what it is, because that's what the reality that you live every day, then I understand that. But glorifying it like, oh, I'm gonna go do this and that, and just because, like, no real reason either. Like so much can be said about like how the past when people actually had to be gangsters and had to protect themselves and their families and their block, whatever, and how it's perpetuated into a culture where people look at that and have glorified it to a point where people think that's something that you should just want to be, not something that you're forced to be. um that is like what has kept us, and like
Yeah,
is that, yeah, rotating cycle.
I agree.
Hmm.
Because it's a lot of artists that I feel like, even artists I know in my city that rap about that stuff, but they really be lying. Like
No, for real.
they really be lying.
Yeah.
Like I
You
know a
ain't had a
dude,
gun in your hand not once in your life. What are you talking about,
like
bro?
like really, I know dudes I grew up with
Right.
that even like to play that lifestyle.
Right.
And it's like, bro, we lived on the same street. You ain't nothing tough about you. You talking about you over
Right.
here making Facebook captions like you really you really about that, but no,
You're not.
you're sweet as a
Yeah.
pack of jelly beans. Stop it. Stop it.
No, literally dead ass, and it'd be crazy because then other people see that, not knowing that they capping,
Yeah.
thinking that they really on that. Now I gotta be on it or whatever. Oh, it's cool, whatever, and it's like it's all fake at the end of the day.
Next question I want to ask you is was there ever a time that there was an artist that you really wanted to work with that kind of just brushed you off?
No, not well, kind of. There's an artist in my city that is kind of, gaining some notoriety or whatever. Um, we've been in like similar spaces because I try to network and go out and see other people perform, and support. And so like we're cool and stuff, but I was like, oh yeah, so when are we gonna hop on a track? Or something like along those lines. And they was kind of just like, oh yeah. Like I don't think they took me seriously. I don't know if they knew like I was being serious. I wasn't like, pitching them anything right then and there, but I was just like seeing what they would say, and they kind of didn't like take me serious to the point where I was like, okay, well, that's cool, I ain't bothered by it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's happened to me on numerous occasions. Not being in public spaces, but like even trying to network online.
Mm,
And most artists that I've worked with, that I've done a feature with, like I think it was like one of the homies had a project that he was working on, but he kind of just he got it on hold right now. So it should be coming out soon. But
mm, mm,
um, but there were a few times in the past where I had artists who like I got a verse from me and never released a song. Like
that's crazy.
like I know two dudes right now. I recorded a verse for them. Like
Mm,
I think I gave them back the verse in like a day,
wait.
maybe like 2 days. I want to say, and
Mm,
then they never released a song. So I was like, all right, cool.
that's crazy. Like in that situation, do you like reach out to them and ask like what happened with the song, bro? Or you just like,
I
okay.
did. I reached out to one guy,
Yeah.
but he never responded.
That's crazy. So your vocals just is out there floating in the ether, this
Yep.
random.
Right now, my vocals are probably on somebody's laptop, just
Sitting. That's
sitting on
crazy.
a laptop. So
That's frustrating because it's like I put in effort and energy to do that, and
yep.
then what's up?
It's cool though, cause they can't say I gave him a bad verse, cause it's like You know,
I
I always deliver. So,
know that's right.
um,
But I'm
what?
excited though. I think like as I release more music and like I actually have like a discography where people can see like, yeah, I'm not, BSing or like not actually um serious with it, then like hopefully they'll take me more seriously when I ask about potentially collabing.
For sure. My next question is, what is something that you want to? What is something difficult for you when it comes to being an independent artist that you wish you could improve in?
Well, since I'm like, I think what I need to improve in is probably like working on my craft every day because like I am someone who works off like motivation and like if I'm like, oh yeah, like I told you, I had the beat pack sitting in my Dropbox for like a year and a half and didn't do like nothing with it until I was like, oh yeah, let me make some real quick. And then it was, you know what I'm saying? But so like working on my craft daily and like, being consistent more so and like just really staying focused. But also like finding because I have a producer and stuff, but like more so not writing songs without a beat. Because a lot of times I'll like just think of an idea or whatever, or I'll have lyrics and stuff that I just write. And instead of like having a beat for it, it's harder, I feel, to find a beat that fits with the words that you wrote, right? But it's like, damn, if inspiration hits, what's a nigga
Yeah,
to
I
do? But
agree.
but yeah, so just yeah, being more like um serious and like on top of my craft daily.
Would you say that like content creation or anything like that is something that just comes naturally to you, or like, or is it something that you might want to improve in? I'm
Yeah.
not coming at you or anything. I'm not. That is not me sending shots at you. I don't want you to think like that.
Nah, nah, nah.
But I'm just saying, like, is there anything else like you wish, like, I
Sure.
really want to get good at this or anything like that?
You make a good point. In this like day and age of social media, it's good to be able to make content that's, shareable and all of that. So I'm working on that too. I'm not very much like somebody who, you know, like I'm making like I know it's kind of counterintuitive to be like, oh, I don't really care about fame, whatever. I think that's really the mentality that you have to have. I do it because, I have a passion for music. I love it. I want to express myself. And a lot of the times I feel like making content and stuff feels more like a chore or like something that you're forced to do because you want a certain outcome. If I make something or if I make some content or create something um, to promote a song or whatever, I want to do it because, you know, it I'm inspired to do it and I feel like it's dope and it's positive. And so my best creations come from more so like spontaneous, spontaneity. Sorry, come from being spontaneous better than like, oh, focusing on, okay, I need to make 3 pieces of content every day for the next week so then I can post them all on that this time and this, like,
Yeah,
it's too much. So
yeah,
yeah, working on making content better, but also not making it feel like something that's work or like a job for me
yeah,
because then I'm not gonna want to do it all.
yeah. I think it's also important to, like, when you creating content, to just create something that, like, you might have saw on TV that you thought, this is pretty cool, I wish I could do it, and
Mm-hmm.
then like you take it and flip it
Yeah.
um on its head and just kind of like, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use it to create promote my song.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I don't know if you've ever seen a movie. Seen a movie? Of course you've seen a movie. That was a stupid
Yeah.
question to say. I don't know if you've ever seen like those movies where like the actors are what is it? You can see their face up close, and it's like the camera's right in front of them, just like following them. It's like it's called the Snorri cam shot,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I always saw that in movies, and I was like, I really want to do this. Like, I want to do
Mm-hmm.
this for like a piece of content.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I went online and learned how to do it myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna film this, and put it in my video so that like people be like, oh shit, he doing a snort cam type shit, and
Yeah.
people be like, that's cool as shit.
No, for real. I seen that video that she posted too. I like that one. That was
Yeah,
dope. I think I might have been the one that I reposted because it was so dope. I was like, oh yeah, this hits.
yeah,
The
and I
show.
appreciate
Yeah.
you. It's just like certain things that I see like
Hmm.
in like TV or film, I'll try to replicate that into like, okay, I'm gonna replicate this into my music to see
Yeah.
like if I can take this and turn it into like a piece of content. So
Hmm.
people would be like, oh shit, I know where this is from. But he
Yeah.
took it and he flipped it and made it his own. And,
Yeah, okay.
you
So
know,
yeah, I like that. Taking like creative license or like inspiration from pieces of media that you see and like making it your own.
yeah.
That's dope.
I also think that that brings like, makes it fun, you know,
Hmm.
because you'll spend like hella time trying to really get this cool shot off because like, I really want to do this because
Yeah.
it looks cool as hell.
Hell yeah.
Um, like it's so much stuff that I see that I'm like, yeah, I want to do this in the future,
Mm.
you know. Um, that's just like that's really like the whole thing for I'm getting off topic talking about myself, but that's really where like the inspiration for my whole EP came from was like wanting to create like this, basically make the EP, the content that I create, make it feel
Mm.
like a movie, like you're watching someone that's showing you the inside of their mind and how
Mm.
crazy it looks,
Mm.
especially like with certain things,
Okay,
because you know,
okay. So like you in like the shots of you in like the forest.
yeah,
Okay, like the burning page. That was cool. I really like that one. Like the like oh
yes,
you're right in heat. It's
yes,
yeah. That shit was fire. I was like, okay, that's literally fire.
yeah. I had I just did that off the fly because I saw somebody do that and I was like, well, I went had a lighter in my pocket, just
Hmm.
lit the lighter and just well, you know, just to create like this, imagine that, just to take something and go, this is what this project feels like. It feels like
Hmm.
very abstract, like someone that is very crazy, or you could say delusional,
Mm.
is having this delusional experience,
Mm.
you know.
Okay.
So, you
I
know.
feel it. No, that's cool. That's dope.
Um, what is your opinion on the music industry?
Mm. The music industry is scary. That's why I say like I don't really want like fame or whatever. Like it's really about expression for me because I see what fame has done for a lot of people. And it's amazing. Like for some people love it, right? But I think most people, fame is just a symptom of being great. You know what I'm saying? Like you're great, so you're gonna get recognized, you're gonna get notoriety, and now you're famous. It's not like you were ever looking for that. And like people like I'll see like people in interviews like Billie Eilish, who I really admire too. Um she like at first I wasn't really fucking with her. I didn't all I heard was like about her music and then her winning like 16 Grammys. I was like, yeah, of course
Huh?
this. Huh?
16? When
Yeah.
she
Like
did
six,
that?
this was like a couple years ago. She like won like 16 Grammys in like one night. It was crazy. I was
Damn.
like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, of course, this white girl that comes into the freaking game. And of course, yeah, whatever, just paying. And then I was like, okay, let me actually check her out. Whatever. I checked out some of her music. I was like, okay, it's decent, whatever. Then I watched her interviews. I was like, oh, okay, she's cool. Like, I can relate to her. Like, okay, she seems like she's a cool person. She's a real person, right? But some of the things that she would say, like, especially when she was getting like more and more popular, like about fame and about how she wished it like didn't have to be all that. It could just be the music. I don't think like a lot of people will see it as, oh, she's complaining, da da da. But I see past that, and I can really tell that she's like, I can understand where she's coming from in terms of like all these other things that come with fame, like people all being always in your business, people feeling like they're entitled to your time, energy, all these things, where it's like, I'm just a regular person too, right? But everyone like sees you as something more. And so like the music industry is like the catalyst for that, right? Especially, I mean, Hollywood in general, but music, like that's one of those things, just like music, film, TV, one of those things get that catapults you into that limelight that then could either build your world or destroy it. And so it's scary, especially with the things that come out about it all the time. The Diddy situation, now we're hearing about that. It's like, damn, it seems like all the greats or all the OGs coming out the woodworks that they just terrible people. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Nowhere's safe.
Yeah, cause I've always, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I've always had beef with Diddy. I've always had beef with Diddy. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Look. I've
Beef
had.
with Diddy is crazy.
Hey. Wait a minute now. Hold on. I've had a problem with Diddy because there's so many artists that, you know,
Yeah.
that he was signed to his label that like they never got the money from the records that they made
Which is
while
crazy.
working with Bad Boy. They never got
Yeah.
paid. Like people like Black Rob, like sure, don't get me wrong, I think he did pay for Black Rob's funeral, but he never paid Black Rob for the money that he made him.
Right. So
And
you'll pay for the casket when he dropped dead, but not for him to live? That's
yeah,
crazy.
and then even looking at artists like Mace,
Mm,
who he gave Mace his masters from what I
right.
heard,
Sure.
but he had to sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Right.
And even people like Biggie, like take Biggie for example.
Man, rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. You look at it like Biggie passed
Mm,
a couple of months, no, a couple of days before the album actually released. He passed like
mm.
March 9th, I believe. And if you
Wow.
look at the situation, when he passed, um Diddy was supposed to give that money to
Faith.
his family.
Yeah, his family for sure.
And it's so weird because you look at it, the album is called Life After Death.
Life after death. I know. It's really scary. It's trippy as fuck, honestly. Um,
So
yeah.
to make all this money off of these black artists, and then you never give them the money that you owed them over the years, but then all of a sudden you want to give them their masters out of the
Right.
blue. Just, hey, I'm a randomly, here you go, here's your masters. You
Make it
know,
seem like you're the good guy. Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
That was my problem with
About your beef with him, I
yeah,
understand that.
it's a few other people that I have beef with. I'm not gonna
Oh no.
yeah.
I'm,
I
I'm
might I'm gonna tell you at the end, you know.
okay.
I'm gonna tell you at the end, but
I'm
wait.
down for that. I would
Um
say in general, yes, like Diddy, but like you can always also see it on the other side, like Hollywood, Dan Schneider, like all this weird stuff is just coming out. So it's like, yeah, the music industry is scary. It seems filled with people who are leeches, people who are ready to harm or hurt and take and steal just for power and fame and money.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um do you feel like streaming platforms are fair when it comes to paying out artists?
No, obviously not. This is very, I mean, intuitive question, especially for independent artists. But I just watched a video about this like the other day, and it was talking about how I think it was La Russell. La Russell had dropped some talking about like how streaming platforms like work almost like okay, streaming platforms are paying you for the amount of plays that you get, right? And they have millions or hundreds of thousands of songs on there, right? For however many plays that they get in a day, right? Whatever. If someone listened to your shit one time, they gonna like calculate it from how long did you keep this person on our streaming platform, whatever it is, and divide that by like all the plays in that day, you know what I'm saying, and then calculate or whatever on how much they think that's worth to them, right? And it's never like like what, of course you're making cents off the dollar. Shit, less than that. Like damn near, like you know what I'm saying? 1 cent per stream. Like, come on. And who can really live off that? Like, be so fucking for real. So it's almost like the same thing with like when like we were talking about Diddy, like when recording um companies, studios, like have the like upper hand because they're able to control the music, but the artist is the one who's creating it. So they're bringing in millions on the back end and paying out the person who actually created the art like a salary or like a certain amount of money that's not nowhere close to what they actually brought in, And it's insane like the difference. So yeah, no, they don't pay artists fairly at all, and it
Mm,
don't even matter if you're in the top 1%. Even then, like okay, you might be making half of, I mean, what you should be making or whatever, or but it's not nearly gonna add up to what it should be for
no,
sure.
really, cuz um I heard this like even platforms like Spotify are going to be doing this from now on where
Mm,
in order for you to make money off of your song or songs or albums, the
mm,
songs have to be making 1,000 streams annually.
mm.
So it's like, and then it's not fair when they only want to pay you a fraction of a penny.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Fractions of pennies, bruh.
like
Like,
no, nobody, you can't even, and it's like even me as an artist, I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm greedy. I'm not a greedy person. Like I don't want like to be like super duper rich and have all this fancy stuff that I see all these other rappers have.
mm,
But do I want to be able to do my art full time and make a living off of it? Yes, I would love nothing more than that.
absolutely.
But streaming platforms is not like how it used to be. Some
Mm,
people would say that back in the day when streaming platforms weren't really it wasn't like the main attraction. Like, you go to a like an amusement park, and it's like that one just like that one ride that everybody want to get on because
Mm-hmm.
it's the main attraction. That's
Sure.
what streaming platforms are. They're like the main attraction. Everybody is so attracted to that because of the aesthetic of it. Like, they think
Mm-hmm.
that, oh, this is how I'm gonna get my music heard and I'm gonna get paid. And it's
Sure.
like, we live in a day and age where you really don't need like those platforms to make a living. Like, there are people who sell physical copies of their art.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who have websites where they sell their music and people
Mm.
can buy it from there.
Okay.
Now, this is somebody who I got beef with. I'm not, but I'm gonna say this about him.
uh,
Um, I with Kanye, when
uh,
he
yeah.
dropped the album, he dropped his second album, Vultures 2,
Mm.
and he took it off of streaming platforms and he went direct to consumer, which
Mm.
basically means that his fans could just get the art directly from them. Let's say maybe they pay maybe for this, just for example, because I don't know how much much it was, but let's just say, for
Okay.
example, the album is $5,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think that's not possible, but it is possible to have
Mm.
people just instead of getting the art from the streaming platforms, you can just get the art directly from the artists, and
Mm-hmm.
that way you're helping the artist not only be able to do it full time, but to be able to constantly be able to push out art and push
Yeah.
out consistent music for you. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? For your
Mm.
listening pleasure. So, um, I've seen a lot of people talk about that,
Mm-hmm.
and even like, I don't know if you heard of the platform called Even.
Even yes, Russell's part of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what Even is. It's like you can go on there and you can buy the art from them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they have tier options and things like that, um, and whatnot. And I think that is just really, really great that that's coming back, because it's
Yeah.
like, you know, with streaming platforms, let's say if you make a certain amount of money, you know, you after they Spotify is gonna take their cut,
Mm.
and they're gonna take a big portion,
Yeah.
and
Just like
then
Uncle Sam,
yep,
always gonna take the cut
yep,
first.
and they take the biggest cut, and then even after you try to withdraw the money,
Mm.
it's gonna take like maybe a couple weeks for you to even get the money.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay.
Yes. So,
It's like, dang.
I
So it's
was,
not like you could just, yeah, I want to cash out right now.
yeah. But,
Weeks
even,
is crazy.
yeah, even when people use websites like Even and even Bandcamp,
Mm-hmm.
because I have a Bandcamp, and,
Same.
people that use Bandcamp, they get the money the same day.
Mm.
And
Okay.
even, I don't know about Even, because, I ain't really started, um, I don't really know too much about that, but you know, I assume that it's like that. You get the money the same day.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that would be nice. Nah, that's dope though. I like that. That's what's up. I agree. Stuff like that needs to be back. Like the power needs to go back into the hands of the artists, period. Because these streaming platforms wouldn't be shit without us. So why are
exactly.
they, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And I think that it's very much possible for us to do this, because like, if you have a fan base that really rocks with your music, like, and you can get your fans to support you in that way.
yeah, absolutely. No, for real.
Because people might say, well, oh, you don't have like you don't have this amount of followers, to be able to get people to buy the art from you. And I don't think that that's the situation. I think that if you have enough people, because I'm gonna say this. When you look at I don't think I can say this word. When you look at the man, the
Uh-huh.
he don't have like thousands of people that's
Right.
buying from him.
Sure. But he
But
has consistent, reliable customers.
yes, he has customers coming in, being like, "Hey, I need an ounce. I need a gram. I need a couple pounds."
I'm dead. Yeah.
And it's just like you could even if you have, let's say you have a couple thousand followers. If you have a couple thousand followers, if you have maybe half of that following that would be willing to go on your even or go on your Bandcamp and
Mm-hmm.
buy your art,
Yeah.
then
For sure. For
the
sure.
money will, it'll be a big difference rather than you getting a couple million streams.
Mm.
We are running out of time. Getting a couple million streams and then
Yeah.
turning around and that money doesn't equivalate to what a million streams should look like.
Nah, for real.
Because it don't make no sense that if a person, I'm putting it like this: anytime that you see like people like Snoop Dogg, he got in an interview and he had a song that had
Yeah.
1 billion streams,
A
and
billion. Crazy.
he only got paid like $45,000.
Bruh. What?
Yes, and
That's
I've talked about
actually
this a few times, but
crazy. Like
yeah,
that is wildly insane. Snoop Dogg, a
mm-hmm,
billion streams, 45K?
yeah,
Bruh, like imagine, and that's fucking Snoop Dogg. OG. Like, bruh, he can't even get 50 racks off a billion streams, and you expecting independent artists to be able to eat
yeah. Like
at
really,
all?
that's really supposed to be more than 50 racks.
No, I'm saying, like, no, he can't even get that. But what the fuck? It should be way more than that.
And it's like you have platforms like, I thought Even was like something that you had to pay for,
Mm.
but no, Even is actually free.
Oh wow.
Like you just have to get your account set up, and
Thank your account and stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
it
I'm
it
about to.
only but it takes like a hot minute to get approved because I got approved, and but it takes like I want to say it took like maybe like 2 months for me to get approved,
Oh wow. Okay.
maybe like a month or so.
What was the process for approval?
Um, you have to set up the account, and then like after you set up the account, they'll send you an email letting you know that you're approved. So
Oh, but that took 2 months.
I think it was like a month or so. I don't want to say 2 months. I want to say it's maybe like a couple weeks to a month.
Okay. Because
So
I'm like, oh, do you have to like, I don't know, send in like bank account statements? The fuck they gotta approve
no, you
you?
ain't got to do all that. You know. But yeah,
But
it was a little process.
I see. I'm gonna check them out.
Well, B, this is the last question of the interview.
All right.
Tell me an artist that you think is underrated, and tell me an artist that you think is overrated.
Hmm. Underrated artist. Because I already have my overrated one.
Oh,
Locked and ready to go. Underrated artist. BK the Ruler.
okay.
I think her sound is dope. I really am fucking with like yeah, her sound is cool. She's coming up though.
For
Like
real.
but those are my initials too, BK. So I'm like, yeah, Come on. Uh, um, yeah, and then of course, like all the local artists that I know that should be, way further in their careers, whatever, or not should be, but deserve recognition as much as anyone else. Um, but overrated, I believe Ice Spice is overrated as fuck.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's not because I'm not like a Ice Spice hater, but I'm like, you know, I feel like the blow up kind of felt in a
Industry planty.
why are you reading my mind? Why are you reading? No, you reading my mind is crazy.
No, for real. Because I mean, I get it. I have this. It's very weird. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not even weird. Like I see the appeal or whatever. Like, um, sex sells. But the thing is, it's like I. It's like the obsession for me. Like
yeah,
I'm like, dang, y'all are like acting crazy,
like
and if the bars are not there.
yeah. And the one thing I will say, um, oh, we got 4 minutes. The one thing I will say is that what kind of blew me away, what made me kind of like, wait a minute, this ain't right, is like she was doing like a show or something, and Flo Millie opened up for her.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was like, wait a minute,
No.
y'all not finna do the home because I'm from the same hometown that Flo Millie is from.
Oh, really? That's dope.
Yeah, and like I watched her whole come up,
Mm,
and like she been
she's
doing,
dope.
yeah, like she been doing this longer than her.
Right.
It should be vice versa. Like
Definitely.
Ice Spice should be opening for her. Like what the fuck?
Right. I would be confused if I seen that shit too. That's crazy. I didn't hear nothing about that, but that's insane.
Like it was wild just seeing it. I
Yeah.
was like, what the what? Nah, that don't sound right.
Uh, uh,
Um,
she's cute. I feel like she'd be a better model than a rapper or whatever, like Instagram model or something, but like she makes good like mindless music, which is a lot of the things that people are liking nowadays, which is like the beat, a catchy hook, and you don't really gotta have bars, which she hits all of that. So club music is cool. Like when it comes on, I like, I'll bop to it, whatever. Some of her songs are catchy. But in terms of like substance, actual, you know what I'm saying? Like you actually saying something in your or like something motivating, something real, something, timeless. No.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, B, this is the end of the interview. Um, good folks, this is just another daily reminder that every song that we talk about will be on the Soulful Sounds Volume 1 playlist. Be sure to check out the Soulful Sounds Volume 1 playlist that will be on Spotify and SoundCloud. So if you are an artist that I have interviewed and you have not gotten your songs on SoundCloud, please get them on SoundCloud. If you haven't got them on Spotify, get them on Spotify. Be sure to go stream Roads when it
The
drop.
road.
The Road when it drops. Please let everyone know where they can find that song at and the release date be.
Yes, so you can find The Road on all streaming platforms once it gets released. And I have decided to release it on the 1st of May.
Okay, then that's what's up. And this is just another daily reminder that if y'all don't go support B, your mom's a hoe. I caught your mom and your dad in the alleyway getting freaky behind the Waffle House.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think your granny was there too. I'm just saying. Oxygen tank and all. Something crazy going on. But until next time, we will see y'all in the next one.
Serendika, pull up.
Me and my family, that's who I do it for. 100 days, 100 nights, give me 100 more. Went through pains to see the gains, and now we come for more. Hunger beats got time to hate, that's why they keep us poor. And you best believe, nah, this ain't no fucking dream. The devil tells 100 lies, but with God on our side, we can't lose. All we do is win. All we do is win, yeah. Big facts, big stacks, seeing on big hits. No bad vibes, shining light. Seattle skyline, showing off. Cause I can't, yeah, giving thanks. Every day, man. Love and peace surrounds me. Loyalty over everything besides me.